Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy 2021. I hope you're all doing well. Hope you all had a lovely Christmas, celebrating it however you can. Or could, I should say, not can. So as you can see from the title, in today's video, it's going to be a chit chat, get ready with me / brands I want to try kind of video. And the palette we'll be using today is the Madebymitchell, what's it called? Yeah, Feet on the Ground palette. I've had this look in mind since like 2 weeks before Christmas. So it like starts off blue, like tealy, orangey, yellowy. So like I said, I've had this look in mind since Christmas, and now that it is finally getting out of my head, it's about time. This look been kind of driving me crazy because I've been wanting to do it. So for primer today, I'm going to be going in with my Ultimate Eye Base by Makeuprevolution in the shade Light. And first I'm actually going to apply a bit, because then I'm going to go in with my sponge just to pat it all over the lid. Yeah, I got the Madebymitchell mirror. I couldn't think of the word then. I don't know what to use, whether to use this or... Actually, I'll probably keep that there and use that as a larger one in a second. And just stick with a smaller one for now, so that way I don't obscure what I'm doing from you. Yeah. Oh yeah, before I forget, my earrings are from Bunny_beads, I think it is. Either way, the link for her Instagram and Etsy will be down in the description box. They are super cute, like pastel-y, Ouija planchette. I am in love with them. So the first shade we're going to go in with is Venom, this tealy bluish, navy bluey shade, and I'm taking that on the Madebymitchell ME3 brush. I'm just going to tap that in the outer V. And then kind of start flicking it out. Right now I'm just concentrating on getting pigment on, and then with whatever's left I'll just start to tap it out ever so slowly before I just do that, and then I'm gonna start to do small circular motions whatever's left, just to bring this shade up to my brow slightly. There's still a little bit of a space between this and my brow, and that because next I'm going to go in with the ME1 brush. I'm just going to take my Iheartrevolution Milk Chocolate palette, and I'm going to be taking the translucent shade. I'm just going to run that in that space just along the brow, so I can kind of set this area, and then I'm going to go back in with that ME3 brush, and then just really do small circular motions just to blend the edges out. So guys, nose is itching. So I hope you're all doing well. Here in the UK we are back into our third lockdown. not back into. We've just started our third lockdown, so not really doing much. Not really going out anywhere. Wasn't really going out anywhere before. I'm going to take a bit more of the translucent shade. Just really work to soften the edges. So yeah, like I said, we're in the UK picking up a tiny bit more venom. And I'm going to really pack it on the LV because I really want this nice and pigmented. So, as I was saying, yeah, here in the UK we are in our third lockdown. So, not really doing much because obviously everywhere shut. I wasn't really going out anywhere anyway. Okay, so now that I've got that shade down and looking, while I pick up my, I think this is the Real Techniques base brush. I've had it for so long. Lucky now. So guys, I'm going to take the shade Tiger Lily, which is the neon orange, and I'm just going to pat that in the middle. So let's start with some of the brands I want to try this year. So putting the palette down. Moving forward, so one of the brands I really want to try this year is Thecollectivecosmetics. Like, some of their stuff looks absolutely amazing and right up my alley. Like their palette combos, it's all, I'm obsessed. A bit more of a Tiger Lily. Lucky, shush. Mummy's recording, shush. So yeah, like I was saying, I want to try some of Thecollectivecosmetics. Definitely want to get some of their palettes for sure. And they just look like a grungy, colourful dream. And like I said, right up my alley. Definitely want to try them. I also want to try some more. I want to try some of the stuff by Ofra. Ofra Cosmetics. Definitely. I really want to try the Nikki Tutorials collab highlighters, and I bet everyone and their friggin' grandparents has tried it. But it's just really what I want to try. And I'm really looking forward to also diving more into Madebymitchell. Like, as I think I said it earlier, I've got the Head in the Clouds palette now, and I've already done a couple of looks with that on my Instagram. If you're not following me on there, please do it. Just faith_beauty_XOXO. It'll be linked down below. But yeah, I've got the palette, the two large ones. I want to get the smaller palette as well, so I'll probably get that sometime soon. Going to take that brush that I had me translucent powder on the ME1 and just soften along the edges here slightly. So what other brands do I want to try? I'm going to pick up a tiny bit more Tiger Lily, and I'm actually going to start to flick this into the front. So yeah, I want to try, like I said, Ofra. I want to try more by Madebymitchell. I want to try Thecollectivecosmetics. I want to try Midas Cosmetics, like their palettes that they brought out in collaboration with Neon MUA. Like, those face palettes look absolutely amazing. Really want to try them. And I'm trying to remember what other brands I want to try. The only downside of filming on my phone, like, I can't go into my phone to check what brands I've got saved on my Instagram. I mean, I've got my old phone somewhere. It's somewhere like behind me in a box, so I could always find that. I should have actually found that. And then I could have used that to check what brands I wanted to try. You should think ahead, Faith. But I never do. So yeah. At the minute, they're the brands that I can think off of the top of my head that I want to try. What other ones do I want to try? Yeah. I can't remember a lot of other ones that I want to try. I'll probably end up remembering them after I finish filming, which will be annoying. So now I'm going to take the shade what's it? Chemtrail, just like the letter of the yellows, and I'm just taking that on a Spectrum AO8 brush, and that's going to go right in the first, like in a V. I can't think of the words. Then see, yeah. I also want to see if I can get my hands on some of the sugar pill capsule collections. Like, they look amazing. I really want to try them. They look so cute. So I'm just using whatever's left of that shader chemtrail just to blend ever so slightly in with Tiger Lily at the front here. And then for my brow highlight, I'm going to take the shade Bless You, which is this shimmery one right here. Stunning. I'm going to take my Makeup Obsession Peony Prime and Essence spray. I'm just going to apply this to my brow. So pretty this shade is. It is stunning. I think this was actually one of the first highlighty shades that I used on me when I first used this palette. I cannot remember. So I'm just taking that brush that has a tiny bit of my translucent powder just to blend ever so slightly along the edges, so we've got no harsh edges and everything go together nice and seamlessly. And I'm going to pick up a tiny bit more of Tiger Lily. I'm just going to use that just to pack in between Venom and Chemtrail, so the blend is nice and seamless. For mattes, these blend together so nice, it is unreal. I was really surprised of how well these blended together. Super nice. I'm going to take a makeup wipe now and just clean up any of the fallout, and because obviously my base was wet, there's a little but not like super loads, and I'm also going to create a nice sharp line as always. Yeah. I made it pretty fast. Good so far, I think that's the first time I've dropped anything. Can't remember. My memory is that bad. It's only been 13 minutes since I started recording, and I already cannot remember if I've dropped anything yet or not. Either way, not too bad. Even if that's the second time or third time I dropped it again, still not that bad. I'm usually a complete mess with dropping everything, as you guys know. Where is it? Oh, where did I put it? So guys, just had to reach for my Elf Poreless Putty Primer. You know the drill with this. I am obsessed with the primer. It is so good. I'm really trying to think of some of the other brands that I want to try, and I cannot think of a lot of them. A lot more of them, and I'm like annoyed because there's so many that I want to try this year. And I cannot think of them. And that's annoying. I'll probably do a updated version of this, but just focus on the brands I want to try actually. And that time I will be using my other phone, so I can definitely say which ones I want to try for sure then. But so far there's the brands off of the top of my head that I remember that I really want to try this year, because this stuff looks really cute. I'm just going to take the Makeup Obsession X Illuminati So-Called Coral Eyeliner Pencil in the shade Canary, just like the yellowy, greeny, neony shade. And I'm just going to just soften it a bit because that's a tiny bit too sharp. More on. Just going to take that along my waterlines, as well as underneath ever so slightly. Probably go back in with a touch more in a second, but for now, where have I put it? Here we go. I'm just going to take my I Am Magic concealer by Juvia's Place. This is in the shade 19. And I'm going to take my sponge and obviously just blend this out. I am become addicted to this concealer. They are so good. I mean, I've used the concealer with other setting powders besides the I Am Magic setting powders, and they work so well with all the ones I've used so far, which is really good, to be honest, because sometimes certain concealers you have to use like the powder that they say you have to, but this one you don't, even though ironically today I am actually taking the I Am Magic setting powder in White Sands. But yeah, these concealers and the powder, I can use either one with multiple concealers and multiple powders. So, hey, can't get the lid on. That's better. So now that the lid's on both of them, I'm gonna clean up my hand a little bit. I'm actually going to bronze the bottom half of my face, and for that I'm going to be taking the Iheartrevolution Coffee Bronzer in the shade Latte. And I actually like to take a little bit of this first and then wipe a tiny bit off of it onto kitchen roll or paper towel. And just hold my earring out of the way for a second, and then just slowly bronze the bottom half of my face, my jawline. I know what it is, I like doing like just a tiny bit on my chin. I have no idea why I just did that, like tiny bit on my chin. Weird. I have no idea why I did that, to be honest. What do I want to do next? Yes. Might as well. Actually, while I give this a little bit more time to set, I'm gonna take my lip liner, and this is the Intense Colour Lip Liner by MUA Cosmetics. This is in the shade Sincere. Just like a nice kind of nudie brown. I'm just gonna line her lips. Okay, what's wrong? Hang on, guys. What's this? He's lining because I'm not giving him attention. I'm also gonna use this liner just to fill in. My lips as well. Now I'm gonna wipe off the powder. Brush. Now I'm going to take my dull-ended brush. I'm going to take the shade Venom once more. I'm going to take in a tiny bit of this, just because I just want to use a tiny bit just to connect my top and bottom lash line. Let me just take my original brush that had Venom on it. Okay. Then I'm going to take my smudge brush and the shade Tiger Lily, the orangey shade, and that's going to go in the centre. Then I'm going to take my smoky eye brush by Moda. Those other brushes, those last two were from Moda as well. And I'm going to take Chemtrail once more and just plop this in the corner and along the bottom half to meet up with Tiger Lily. Now, just like I did with the top half, I'm just going to take Tiger Lily once more and just use that just to blend into Venom as well as Chemtrail. Now I'm going to take my Milk chocolate palette once more, and I'm going to take literally 1, 2 dabs of the bronzer shade, and then I'm going to take a couple of swipes of the translucent shade again. Just use that just to run along the edges of the shade. Okay, come here, Bob. What's the matter? I'm going to use it just to blend. I'm actually going to take another Moda brush and just touch more of the translucent shade just to blend one final time. Lucky, come here. Before I go in with Bless You, once again, that shimmer, and that is going to go all on my inner corner. I think I know what's wrong with him. You can see his TOIs up into a box and he can't get to them. Okay, that is it for the palette, guys. And then for my mascara today, I'm going to take the Thecollectivecosmetics Twisted Mascara in #1 Black. Gonna give my lashes a few generous coats of this use the twisty bit at the bottom just to bend it, and then give my bottom lashes a couple of coats as well. This mascara has truly made doing my lashes like a million times better, like easier. So for blush today, I'm actually going to take two of the blushes, also by Madebymitchell, and they are in the shade Peach Sugar and Posey Rosey. I'm going to take Peach Sugar first. I'm just going to pop that right there before I take Posey Rosey and do 2 dots either side, and that is all I'm doing for the blushes because these are very pigmented. And I'm going to be using the MF1 brush to blend these all out, and I'm going to go around and up into the side of my temple. I like taking the brush first because it disputes and blends the products nicely, and then when I've got them kind of looking how I want, I will go in with a sponge and just further blend a touch. They do sink into the skin, like as you can see, they will sink into the skin as well, and they do look very nice. So that's done. Actually, yep, that's done. I'm gonna take a tiny bit of my coffee bronzer again and just finish bronzing my face before I go in with my setting spray. This is the Peaches and Cream Fixing Spray by Iheartrevolution. Oh. It smells so nice. As you can see, just doing that setting spray and then the blushes have really sunk into the skin. These are actually the first cream blushes I've tried, and I've become addicted to them. They are absolutely stunning. For highlight today, I'm going to go in with this highlighter by Thecollectivecosmetics. It's actually from one of their previous sub boxes. I think this is Barbie Burlesque. So unfortunately, you can't get it anymore, I don't think. But it's such a gorgeous champagne-y, orangey shimmer. I mean, just look at this. It is so stunning. It is, you'll be able to see better in pictures, but it's just so stunning. I am obsessed. So applying that everywhere I would normally. And for lips, I'm going to go in with a Collective-Cosmetics lipstick. I can't remember what this is called. I'll put it down in the description box. It is a gorgeous, like, orangey brownie shade, and I thought it would go nice with the oranges in this look. Now, just going to get my mirror. Now I'm going to set my face one final time. Alright guys, this is the completed look. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry it's been a bit all over the place. Like I said, I will probably do an updated version of this for the brands I want to try when I find my other phone, because then I can really go into like looks and brands that I really want to try. But I'm glad I got to mention some of the ones that I can remember off the top of my head, and I'm really glad I got to play more with the Feet on the Ground palette and the blushes. I actually really like this colour combo, like Posey, Rosey and Peach Sugar. So cute. Definitely want to get more of the blushes for sure, so I'll probably get a couple of more. So far I've got 3 of them, like obviously I've got the Posey, Rosey and Peach Sugar, and I've got the first one that I got, which is a Sweet Cheeks. So definitely want to get more of them because they're just so cute and really getting me into the liquidy creamy blushy things. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling on now. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Also, follow me on Instagram. It'll be linked down below, as well as everything that I've eaten today. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.